What's good, you boy Christian? Yes sir, man. Back with another video. Every day.
29-year-old whose real name is Edward Reeves hasn't been seen or heard from since Sunday.
But for the streets, the cheese one is very serious. That allegation should not come out for you in the streets.
Night into Saturday morning, their mysterious disappearance came to a tragic end. Authorities discovered their bodies dumped 4 miles apart in the woods off a county road in Alabama.
Got revenge, like they don't care, bro. You out making, they don't care. We had to hit up Bambino Gold missing, then unalived in Alabama. Boy, what you talk about, bro? I don't know what even going on, man. But y'all finish the subscribe button and like button for more content like this. Hop right to it.
Learning new details about the moments before a local rapper vanished while on a trip out of town. Police say the rapper Bambino Gold, whose real name is Edward Reeves, disappeared this week. He went with his cousin to Montgomery, Alabama.
She had with the rapper.
He seemed fine. It was nothing. It didn't seem like nothing was wrong with him.
Body has been found in Macon County, Alabama, and authorities now saying they are investigating this.
That's crazy.
On November 5th, 2017, rapper Bambino Gold, whose real name was Edward Reeves, and his cousin Kendrick Stokes left Atlanta and headed to Montgomery, Alabama. For them, it was a visit with family, a return to familiar streets, and a chance to reconnect. Montgomery had shaped them, and they had built their names there. That evening, the two men were seen at the Alabama National Fair, which was a packed event full of bright lights and carnival rides. They moved through it like they belonged, talking, laughing, surrounded by people. Later that night, they stopped by a friend's house in Montgomery. It was around 10:55 p.m. They didn't stay long, but they said they'd be back. They never returned. At first, no one panicked. Maybe they got caught up with something, business, music, a last-minute studio session before heading out on the road. But when hours turned to days, their families started to worry. Calls went straight to voicemail. Text messages were left on read, then undelivered. The two had been driving a white 2016 Honda CR-V with Georgia plates, but no one had seen it since the night they vanished.
Kendrick Stokes and Edward Reeves were last seen in a white Honda CR-V like this one with Georgia tags.
On November 7th, just 2 days after they were last seen, their families filed a missing persons report. They reached out to friends, posted on social media, asked anyone who might know something. The questions started piling up fast. Where did they go? Who were they with? Why had all contact stopped? Bambino Gold's sister said, "We just want answers. Someone knows something. No one just vanishes into thin air." The worst part about going through all of this is not knowing. Shortly after Bambino Gold's disappearance, suspicion briefly fell on someone unexpected, his own girlfriend.
Do you remember what he was wearing at all?
Yes, he was wearing a white t-shirt. He had on dark denim jeans and some Timberland boots. Kendrick Stokes, his cousin who with him, he had on a white t-shirt and some jogging pants.
In the chaotic days following his disappearance, she took action that immediately raised eyebrows among the rapper's fans and followers. She deleted or significantly restricted access to her social media accounts. Comments on her profiles were blocked, raising suspicion among those closely following the unfolding drama online. Initially, investigators spoke with her during routine questioning. However, after an initial interview, her behavior changed abruptly. Shortly after authorities had a press conference seeking information, she contacted Crime Stoppers to announce she no longer wished to provide any further details. These actions quickly set off speculations. Why would someone close to Bambino Gold suddenly withdraw cooperation at such a critical point in the investigation? But as police launched their search, the truth was already waiting for them, and it wasn't a rescue mission, it was a recovery.
Developing this morning, authorities need help finding the bodies of Atlanta-based rapper Edward Reeves, also known as Bambino Gold, and his cousin Kendrick Stokes were discovered in a wooded area in Alabama.
For nearly 2 weeks, the search continued. Posters were hung. Family and friends pleaded for answers. Every call, every lead, every rumor was chased down. But Bambino Gold and Kendrick Stokes were still missing. Then, on November 17th, 2017, a break in the case, but not the kind anyone had hoped for.
Friday night into Saturday morning, morning, their mysterious disappearance came to a tragic end. Authorities discovered their bodies dumped 4 miles apart in the woods off a county road in Alabama.
In Macomb County, Alabama, about 40 miles east of Montgomery and 150 miles away from Atlanta, a passerby was driving along County Road 13 when they noticed something unusual near the edge of the woods. A body. Law enforcement arrived quickly. The remains were in an advanced state of decomposition, but soon authorities confirmed what many had feared. It was Bambino Gold. Less than 24 hours later, the search widened. Deputies combed the area looking for any evidence, any trace of what had happened. And then, just 4 miles away, off Highway 80, they found another body. This time, it was Kendrick Stokes. Both men had been shot multiple times. Both had been left in isolated areas, close to the road, but hidden just enough. Sheriff Andre Brunson made it clear this wasn't where they had been hit. They had been dumped. Whoever did this wanted them found, but not right away. The discovery sent shockwaves through Montgomery, Alabama, and beyond. The missing persons case had turned into a double homicide. Now, there was only one question left. Who did this and why?
29-year-old whose real name is Edward Reeves hasn't been seen or heard from since Sunday.
He's a loving person, and I really do miss him.
These are some pictures we obtained from the rapper's Instagram page and video of him from an interview on YouTube where he discussed the time a bullet.
On November 25, 2017, the heart of Montgomery, Alabama beat heavy with sorrow. The city's streets, familiar with the rhythms of Southern hip-hop, now echo with their hushed murmurs of mourning. Family, friends, and fans gathered to bid farewell to Bambino Gold. The Bethel Missionary Baptist Church stood as a sanctuary for the grieving. Inside, the air was thick with emotion. The community had lost not just an artist, but a cousin, a friend, and a father. The hit of Bambino Gold and his cousin Kendrick left behind wounds that never healed.
Well, new details now. The mother of an Atlanta rapper found in Macon County is speaking out tonight. She wants answers following the death of her son and his friend.
Bambino's mother, Ada Harris, spoke out in anguish, determined not to let her son's passing become another unsolved statistic. We're not going to rest until we find out who did this to them, so we can get justice for them. They did not deserve to be treated like this, so we just want justice for our kids.
It was the worst feeling I have ever felt in my entire life. It still is the worst feeling that I've ever felt in my entire life. These past days, it's just like a living nightmare that won't stop.
To Ada.
Hey man, she look like just a young girl that is just aged up. Like she don't look like she like her face just matured. Like her face just look childish ever, and then like it don't even look bad on her.
Losing Bambino was more than just losing a son. It meant losing the father of her grandchild. Life is valuable, and you just can't do stuff like this and think you can get away with it because you're taking the life of a son. You're taking my son. You're taking my grandson's father. You're taking away Kendrick from his children and from his mother, and we don't deserve this. We want justice for us and for our children, Harris said. Speaking directly to whomever might have answers, Ada Harris made a passionate plea. We feel like there are people out there that know what happened, so we're asking them to please help us to solve this case now. But why would something like this happen to Bambino Gold if he was so beloved?
But when he went missing, I kind of figured that, because he kept it real with me. Like, he told me, you know, like, he wasn't a good person. He made a lot of bad decisions. And he was really honest with me about everything that he did. And honestly, he knew that at some point it was going to come back.
Before he was Bambino Gold, he was Edward Reeves, a young man from Montgomery, Alabama, with dreams bigger than the city he called home. Raised on Montgomery streets, Edward saw music as his way out, a ticket to something greater.
And I grew up game and hustling and stuff.
He quickly became known not just for his talent, but for the genuine passion he poured into every track. Bambino's journey took him from Montgomery to Atlanta, the heartbeat of Southern hip-hop. He stood out for his smooth style and authentic storytelling, capturing real-life struggles and triumphs with unfiltered honesty.
He gonna be straight. I wouldn't have had no career if it wasn't for Gucci. I did a freestyle on a DVD that he had that went everywhere, and he allowed me to do that.
His music was celebrated for its raw authenticity, resonating deeply with fans who related to his experiences and aspirations.
I mean, I'm built to last. That's one thing I can say. Everybody know I'm like, I'm a tough person.
Throughout his rise, Edward had constant support from his cousin, Kendrick Stokes, known affectionately as Schoolie. Together, they navigated the complexities of the music business, combining their talents to open doors and create opportunities. There were also other rappers together with him among his rise, such as Alley Boy, Eldorado Red, and many more.
I had talked to Walker when I was in prison, and he wasn't rapping before I went to prison. And I had hollered at Walker Flocka, and he was just like, boy, when you come home, we're gonna be doing this and doing that. And he was like, boy, I'm rapping now, and Gucci got him rapping, and I'm finna break the knob off. Then I fucked around and heard one of his songs blow up. He had an OLED Duet song.
In the rap world, trust is everything. Loyalties run deep, rivalries run deeper, and accusations of betrayal can have serious consequences. For Bambino Gold and fellow rapper Alley Boy, loyalty turned to suspicion, and suspicion turned into open hostility. What began as camaraderie within Atlanta's underground hip-hop scene quickly spiraled into an ugly and very public dispute. It all started back in 2012 with the shocking hit of Atlanta rapper Lil Fat. In the aftermath, Eldorado Red, another rapper and mutual associate of Alley Boy and Bambino Gold, was charged in connection with Lil Fat's hit. It was then, amidst whispers in Atlanta streets, that Alley Boy publicly accused Bambino Gold of betrayal. In July 2014, Alley Boy took to social media, openly labeling Bambino Gold a snitch. He claimed Bambino had given information to authorities against Eldorado Red, violating the sacred street code of silence. Alley Boy's accusations were aggressive, blunt, and left no room for doubt about how he felt. Bambino Gold didn't stay silent. Instead of retreating, he fought back on his terms. He released a diss track titled Still Trappin', directly addressing the accusations. In his lyrics, Bambino confronted Alley Boy head-on, dismissing him as lame and fiercely denying the involvement in Lil Fat's investigation. Despite Bambino's efforts, the rumor persisted. Alley Boy's claims had done their damage. Once an accusation is made, it
Once the allegation is out, once any allegation about you is out, it's very hard to clear your name. Allegations. But for the streets, the cheese one is very serious. That allegation should not come out for you in the streets.
Doesn't disappear quietly. Their feud lingered unresolved, leaving bitterness and suspicion in its wake. When Bambino Gold was found deceased 3 years later, many immediately revisited that feud. Alley Boy faced renewed scrutiny, and the timing was suspicious.
I was in the garage, nigga jumped out shooting. While he was shooting, I was looking, and I don't know, it just felt a little weird. I was looking, and one on hit me in my face. And when it hit me in my face, I went to shooting back, and then that was the end of it. I got up out the garage.
Months before Bambino Gold's hit, he experienced a violent attack that nearly took his life.
He was shooting from a distance. It wasn't no walk up or no shit like that. It was more like some real shit, like hiding, you know what I'm saying? Wait till he could jump out, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit or whatever.
Catch you by surprise.
Yeah, go for that move right there, you know what I'm saying? It was a setup.
While sitting alone in his parked car, he was suddenly ambushed by an unknown assailant. Shots rang out, striking Bambino multiple times. Despite severe injuries and heavy bleeding, he managed to remain calm, returned fire, and drove himself to the hospital, barely escaping with his life.
Alright, so look, I'm in the car, say dude coming out, he hiding or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's sneaking and shit. He jump out with his gun or whatever with like the 30-round clip. When he go to shooting at me, like I said, I was like, I'm looking cause I'm like, damn, I feel like I know who that is or whatever. Like, damn, I see that fuck nigga.
In an interview conducted after the shooting, Bambino Gold described the incident as a pivotal moment that shifted his entire outlook on life. The fact that I was so calm, that's what kept me alive. I was bleeding tremendously, blood was everywhere, but I kept thinking about my kid, making sure I got home.
Man, the bullet went in my face, like in my mouth, broke my jaw. When it hit me, I think I was like, some shit like that or whatever. So the bullet went in my jaw, went inside my neck, and into my shoulder, like it's in my shoulder right now.
Following Bambino's eventual hit months later, many in the community revisited the earlier incident, theorizing that whoever attacked him initially might have come back to finish the job.
Is this news report surprising to you? Yeah, it was. It was very surprising. So it's like, damn. Plus, Bambino just got shot in the face like not too long ago, so it was like, shit.
In his track titled Aggression, Ray Vicks seems to hint at the darker reality behind Bambino's passing. Drug deals gone bad, whole lot of passed away, must not see the signs, guess a lot of blind. My lil hit a lick, started bawling in the hood, got a call that he was missing, and they found him in the woods. But when I was in the pen, looked out for my daughter. So until I leave this world, I'ma look out for Lil Harlem.
I love the hell out of my kid. Like, real talk. That's the biggest bond I ever had with somebody, my kid. And he mixed. I love the shit out of him, man. Period. Him and his mom. I love them both.
Authorities publicly plead for information, urging anyone who saw the men in the days leading to their disappearance to come forward. Crime Stoppers joined the effort, offering cash rewards for tips. Despite these efforts, the community remained quiet, either unwilling or afraid to talk. Yet, despite multiple press conferences, appeals for information, and continuous community pressure, the investigation went nowhere. Weeks turned into months. Months turned into years. Eventually, the investigation grew cold. Bambino Gold leaves behind a loving family, including a son, Harlem. Rest in peace, Bambino Gold.
No. This is a wild story, and it's crazy that they did it and no one wanted to speak. And that's just wild that it happened in basically his hometown once more again, bruh. Like, y'all do stuff in your hometown. People don't forget. Like, they got revenge. Like, they don't care, bro. You out making. They don't care. You got to be on 10 toes, P's and Q's every time you go around, bro. Just because you don't know what anyone gonna be on or what type of hate, and you don't. They forget or don't forget, bro. At the end of the day, and just be safe. It's your boy CristoReacts out.
And I need me to do. If I ain't get paid, I ain't doing the show. Shit, I'm finna